Peace. This is Wise for Wise Words Media. Back at y'all for another round. And hoop heads. Like I brought up on Friday, and I'm just going to double down on it. The New York Knicks are officially in the right direction. They're officially heading in the right direction. I mean, we've only uttered those words about 2 times in the past 23 years. Once during the Carmelo era, when we had like J. Kidd, Tyson Chandler, and all them, Lynn Sanity and all that. And a couple years ago, when Julius and RJ, the deadly lefties, and last year was some kind of anomaly. We're just gonna say this year's the continuation of 2 years ago. Last year, let's just say Julius Randle was on strike. Manu Quickly was on strike. Things just weren't right. But this year now, and even this year started a bit rocky, but things clicked. And I'm going to tell you when everything started to click. There was a point, I believe it was in December, where Tom Thibodeau was going to take the Knicks on a Western Conference road trip, and there was rumors that Tom Thibodeau might be fired by the time they come back from that trip. And as much as I go after the Knicks front office, I gotta give the Knicks brass credit for this one, because they didn't jump the gun and fire a very, very good coach in Tom Thibodeau. They bit the bullet, said Tom's our guy. They stuck with him. And there's something about a coach when his tenure is on the line, his job's on the line. If players really love their coach, they're going to go in and they're going to turn things around. Or if they really don't like a coach, they check out. Then all of a sudden, when there's a new coach, that's why you see a lot of teams start winning when a new coach comes in. So I believe there was some of that happened. Those rumblings weren't just rumors. There was some substance to it, where Tom Thibodeau was about to get fired, and that Knicks team, that locker room, united, and they locked in to make sure they saved their coach's job, and they secured it. Tom Thibodeau has been coaching this team wonderfully since that December situation where he almost lost his job. And the Knicks right now are the hottest team. Brooklyn Nets fans, stay on that side. Stay over there. Don't come over here. Nets fans, y'all can stay over there. A lot of y'all, since when the Nets came to Brooklyn, a lot of y'all jumped ship. Because y'all saw the Nets had Darren Williams and Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce, and later on Kyrie Irving and KD. You know what's another ship that looked beautiful that a lot of people jumped on and ended up sinking? The Titanic. So stay on your Titanic as the Brooklyn Nets sink to the bottom of the Atlantic, just like the Titanic did. Y'all stay over there on that side. And the Knicks, the New York Knicks, are taking back their rightful place as New York's team. You want to talk about a team that last week showed fight, showed resilience. Last week was practically rivalry week, where they played Boston, Brooklyn, played Miami, and then played Boston again, and to go 4-0 as part of that 9-0 package that they have going, the New York Knicks are officially back on the right direction, and major credit goes to Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson has been the difference maker because this team started their rebuild 2 years ago in the 2021 season. So they ended up making the playoffs. But then in the 21-22 season, the anomaly happened. Julius Randle started disconnecting from the team. He started standing over there while the team was in huddles. Like, quickly had he ran into like a sophomore slump. Things weren't right. But this year, we picked back up. We rebuilding from the rebuild. So the rebuild is back in full effect. The Knicks are back in the right direction. You know, to go into Boston and snatch a victory in double overtime. There was a point in time where Jason Tatum was hitting them with daggers, 3-point daggers, and ones. Jaylen Brown, his and one. Like, they were looking like they were out of it. But this team has resilience, man. No Jalen Brunson, no problem. They fought, scratched, they clawed their way back into it, forced the overtime, and took the game. Emmanuel Quickley, 55 minutes, 1 turnover. That's amazing. And Emmanuel Quickley has arrived. There was no better stage for this win because now the whole league is on notice. Sunday night, primetime game, and the Knicks balled out like that. Yeah, much credit to the Knicks. The Knicks are officially back in the right direction. We're not back yet. All right, Knicks fans, let's pump our brakes. Remember, you know, I'm a sports analyst. I'm not a mental health practitioner. I just analyze sports. I do the knowledge, give you the wisdom, so you can have the understanding of sports. I don't work in the mental health department. And I know a lot of Knicks fans for years because of all of the bad Knicks experiences that we've had. A lot of Knicks fans like to hear Knick talk and connect it with mental health. Like, they want to hear nothing but good things about the Knicks. When, in fact, for years, even when the Knicks were terrible, all they want to hear is the good. There was no good before. Now, there's plenty of good that we can talk about. The Knicks are officially back on the right track. And until we get that one more player, man, we could have had him, but that's another story. He can come back. We might have him again. He wanted to come here. We talking about Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell wanted to come here. He wanted to be a Knick. He's still young. He's only like 25 or so. Just now entering his prime. If the Knicks are doing the right thing, making this an attractive destination, so a guy like Donovan Mitchell, once his contract is up in Cleveland, he may come over here and be that missing piece that we need to take us to that next level where now we competing for the Eastern Conference Championship. He might be that next, you know, or they might be another star that's starting to feel slightly disgruntled and seeing what's going on over here in New York. And now they like, all right, you know, the Garden, I went over there, I become an immortal. Let's go to the Garden. Speaking of which, Kevin Durant, don't you feel so, the Knicks, what he said? The Knicks ain't cool. The Knicks ain't cool. Nobody want to be a Knick no more. I bet you regret those words. Bet you regret those words. Because if KD would have been here with this team right here, KD would have been immortal winning a championship here. But KD, you will forever be known as the guy that's always hitching a ride for the championship. He's hitching a ride to whatever city's in the finals. Always. From Golden State, saw it in Brooklyn, now Phoenix. Wherever there's a potential for a championship in the NBA, Kevin Durant's like this on the side of the highway, trying to hitch a ride to that city. But in any event, let's go Knicks. Hottest team in the league right now. 9 straight, about to make it 10 straight tonight against the Charlotte Hornets. And that's it. That's where we at, man. We officially back on the right track. This wasn't a fluke. The Knicks are good. The Knicks are good. On that note, I'm out. Brooklyn fans, stay over there as this ship is smoothly passing down right by your Titanic. Peace.